Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously it's been a really hot minute since I have done a story time for you guys. I promise you guys that this is probably gonna be a regular thing because I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys. But I had something happen to me and my hubby when about back in around back of last February. So February of last year, obviously. Someone came to live with us. And not really came to live with us, but they lived in our house. Let me explain. Back in February, I wasn't staying in my house. I was too afraid to spend the night at my house. I was still struggling with my anxiety. I wasn't on the proper amount of medication I needed to be on. I wasn't in a good place. I was still dealing with some really heavy stuff. And so I naturally went to the doctor's. It still wasn't working out. So I was still getting leveled out on my medication. I was still getting a bunch of stuff sorted out. I wasn't good with my anxiety. I wasn't in a good place. But neither was my friend, who we'll call Sophia. Sophia is like a really good friend of mine, and she and I have been friends since middle school. And basically we're still good friends. We just don't talk anymore just because it's a little awkward and she hasn't contacted me. And so there's no bad blood on my side, but I don't know what she's feeling and what she's thinking just because of how she feels she may be embarrassed and stuff like that. So I don't talk to Sophia anymore. I need to hang out with her. I've been promising her some white wine and some conversation, but I can't drink, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But anyways, getting to the reason of who stayed with us. Sophia had a boyfriend named Rex. Rex was about to get kicked out of his roommate's house because this person that owned the house was just being a complete douche, was not letting him do anything apparently, so he says, but was just being a complete douche, and now I know why. But anyways, basically he needed a place to stay, and Sophia would stay with him on the weekends and on certain days of the week because she worked most of the time in the week, and she had to live over at her parents' place because her parents wouldn't let her move out and wanted her to pay taxes and pay bills over there, and was basically just mooching off of their daughter. And so Sophia didn't live over here full time. She'd come over and she would like help out and stuff. Sophia was the number one. Sophia was awesome. She would help when Rex wouldn't. We'll call him Rex. And basically, in the beginning, everything was fine. Everything was fine. We signed a roommate agreement that he would replace anything in the house that he ate that wasn't his. Anything that was an appliance, he would replace it. Anything that he was using that was ours, he would replace it. He said he had a job that he was going to be working within a few days, and we believed him. He was going to be working at a gas station, and that he was going to be working part-time. So come to find out, about a few months passed, and that never happened. He never worked again. Every time we'd ask him about rent, or like, that was also another agreement. He would pay half of rent and he would pay a percentage of the bills to help us out. Because also the reason why we did all this is because we wanted to give him a place to stay. He needed a place to stay. He was a good friend of Sophia, who's a good friend of mine, and we wanted to help out. We had a guest bedroom, and so we just wanted to help out. And at the time, we wanted to help him out, which is why we are leading up to this. The story's gonna be all over the place. But anyways, and keep in mind, if anyone sees this, we have a room, but it's like completely trashed, and it's not available for anyone to live in, so yeah. don't come asking me if y'all can stay here because I don't have any room. But anyways, basically, we, a few months pass, and we keep asking him about rent and bills and money, and he's not giving us anything. He's not even working. Like, what now? He's not even working. He's not even doing anything. He just sits all day in his room, in the room we gave him, playing Xbox or watching Netflix or listening to music or just doing stupid stuff. And what's really stupid is that he had money to spend on stupid stuff like getting his tongue pierced, which I have my tongue pierced, but I got it done at even a better time than he did. And it wasn't even a good time for me to get my tongue pierced when I got mine done. But still, he got his done when he wasn't giving rent, he wasn't paying bills. He wasn't doing any of that. So who had to fall forward and help pay up something? Sophia. Sophia had to help with some areas, but she couldn't pay every single month. She couldn't pay every single week. So she barely was able to help out. But when she did help out, she would pay for groceries. Anytime he ate all the groceries in the house, she would pay for it. Anytime he broke anything, she would replace it. Anytime he messed something up in the bed, she would wash it or she would replace it. This is something that I love about Sophia so much. She was such an angel, and still is, and like, I love her so freaking much. But the person she was with was a complete and total douche. He was just a squatter, and that's all he wanted to do was squat. That's all he wanted to do was be a squatter and not do anything. He was never going to get a job. He was never going to actually work. He had a daughter, which he didn't have custody of, and now we know why, because he didn't ever want to do anything. And also, he convinced my friend Sophia to do some really stupid stuff, which we will get into in a minute. Well, not in a minute. We'll get into that into another story time. He also convinced me and Brandon to get into some really stupid stuff. So that's something that we will talk about in another story time. But basically, that's something that was really hard on us because we were having trouble with paying the bills, and him living there, sometimes with Sophia, sometimes without her, was keeping the air on all the time, which we couldn't afford. They were constantly turning it up to like 90 degrees during the wintertime or turning it to cool air during like the springtime. And so it was constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down on the thermostat, and so we couldn't afford that. Also, they were constantly, he was constantly opening the fridge. Sophia wasn't doing anything. Sophia would cook and clean and be just a sweetheart, but he would just sit on his ass all damn day and wouldn't do a damn thing. So eventually we had to tell him to get out and that he had to move out. Poor Sophia got caught in the mix when my dad came over and told them both that they had to find another place to live. And Sophia wasn't even living here full time. She had done everything that she was told to do. But my dad didn't know that, so she got blamed too. And so I apologize to you, Sophia, which you know who you are, you know the story. I apologize that my dad got you caught up in that and you had to come forward and say that you weren't even a part of this, you don't even live here. And so I'm so sorry about that, and I hope we hang out soon. But anyways, eventually he had to move out because it was getting to be way, way too expensive for him to live here. We were like so behind on bills, and I mean, like, we struggle now, but it was like 10 times worse around that time. It was bad. It was really, really bad. It was like getting to the point where we couldn't pay our bills at all. We had no money for food. We couldn't afford to buy food for them and food for us. And I say them, but I mean him. We couldn't afford to buy food for him because he was eating it all, and buy food for us, and he was eating our food. And so that became a problem. He would eat our cheese, he would eat our ramen noodles, he would eat whatever was ours, he would eat it. And like, he would say, oh, I didn't mean to eat it, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was yours. It was on my side, on our side of the linen cabinet, of the pantry cabinet. You tell me you can't tell the difference between the left and the right. And so that was a big problem. Eventually, he gets out, he moves back out, and he's gone within a few days. A few months pass, and it's May. And basically, I get a message from someone named Sam Smith, and I'm feeling really down about myself, and I'm like, you know what, I'll message this guy, why not? Like, I need a friend to talk to. And if I talk to a stranger, he's not gonna judge me the same way as a close friend would. So I was gonna unload on this guy. And so Sam Smith messaged me and said, you know me, you already know who I am, but I can't tell you who I am. And I'm like, okay. And at this point, I'm still thinking that Sophia and Rex are engaged, because they got engaged and all that, and they were like really together and all that. But anything that way, basically, I come to find out that this Sam Smith is wanting a more personal conversation, and me being stupid and being drunk, I gave him a personal conversation. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to like mess with this guy. And so basically, I mess with this guy, and basically like, he's like, I want you to send pictures. I'm like, no, I'm not going to send pictures. Who are you? And he's like, well, you know who I am, but I can't tell you who I am. And I'm like, okay. And so I end up telling him, I'm not going to send you anything until you tell me who you are, because I'm not going to send pictures just to anybody. It was obvious that his account on Facebook was fake. It was obvious that his name was fake. It was very obvious. But he told me that he was Sam Smith and that I knew him. And I'm like, I don't know a Sam Smith. You got to tell me something. You got to tell me who you are. And so he says, I lived in your house. And I'm like, Rex? He's like, please don't tell Sophia. Please don't tell Sophia. She'll kill me. She'll break up with me. Please don't tell Sophia. Because he was basically hitting me up for a booty call. That's basically what he was doing. He was being an F-boy. He was being so incredibly gross, and he knows that I'm married, and he like knew that I was like being like trying to be faithful to my husband, which honestly, like, me and my husband have done stupid stuff together, and my husband doesn't really get to be jealous or anything like that. So it's fine if I'm messing around on my phone and talking to other guys and just being like, oh yeah, you want to hit me up? Yeah, you can talk to me anytime. Like, whatever. Like, yeah, whatever. Cool, fine, whatever. And I'll just, like, talk to other guys and just call my friends. But, like, when a guy tries to get me to do something stupid, that's where I draw the line. Because I want to do, when it comes to doing something stupid, it needs to be my choice, not your choice. So I come to find out that this is Rex. And I'm like, okay, I have to tell Sophia, because this is going to break her heart. Why is he calling me up in the middle of the night around 5 o'clock in the morning asking for a booty call, asking if we can do, he can do a threesome with me and Brandon, because he had heard that we had done certain things before. And so basically, he then proceeds to say, don't tell Sophia, don't tell her, she's gonna kill me. What do? I text Sophia, and I tell her, look, listen, Rex is messaging me under an account named Sam Smith. At first, she don't believe me. And I'm like, he's sending me D-pics. You need to see this. And she's like, send me one of the photos. I'll be able to recognize and see if it's his. I send her one of the pictures. She's like, that's the last straw for me. Oh my God, he's a dead man. And so, basically, after that, me and her don't talk. And I don't know why. I don't know why we don't talk. I don't know why she hasn't contacted me or texted me. I don't even see any of her stuff on Facebook. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because she's working, or if she's mad at me, or she blocked me. I don't know. So, I might find out. I might go on my phone and message her after this video. But anyways, me and her stop talking, and then I get messages from Rex saying that I shouldn't have told Sophia about him trying to hook up with me when he knows I'm married. At this point, I come to find out that Sophia and him broke up weeks ago, and he was just trying to get back with her. And it turns out he was also doing drugs and also doing so much other stuff. Now, keep in mind, I'm not trying to, like, hate completely on Rex. He's got issues, and he's got to get his life together, yes. But I am not here to hate on him. But he was just really effing up his life. It was really bad. And so, I basically... I didn't talk to him anymore. I blocked him on Facebook, and I said, okay, Sophia, we need to meet up, and I'll get some white wine. We can have a conversation. You can look at the messages. That never happened. So this had gone on for a couple months. I waited and waited, and then eventually it just died down. And so, yeah, if you guys want to know who this guy is, go to some of my previous videos, like my first few videos where Batman was in it, and Batman was Rex. Batman was, basically, that was Rex, and Sophia was in the videos too. So it should be still up. I don't know if it's still up or not, but it's called Meet My Friends. And Rex was the guy and Sophia was the girl. So if you want, you can go ahead and look at that video. I don't know if it's still up or not, but basically that is the tea. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel because I really want you guys in my life. I really need followers. I really need subscribers. And I love you guys so, so much. You won't regret it. Also, I will give shout outs to the people that subscribe to me new. So please make sure that you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you can be bell notified every time I upload a video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Every girl I ever met, she wants to go. Every girl I ever seen, she wants to know where they do their dance, where they find romance, pure white sand on the beach.